Hey, this is Raul from The Expendables, and you're listening to PPRN. P stands for Dickhead.
All right, we have Raul from The Expendables on the air with us. How you doing, Raul?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Good. Where are you calling in from right now, out on the road?
Well, I haven't been outside the bus yet today, but I'm pretty sure I'm in New York.
Yeah, I think your tour says New York tonight and Jersey tomorrow. So.
Were you drunk on the way where you were going, or what?
Actually, not at all, but the problem was we had our bus broke down in Philly a couple days ago. So we had to take a sketchy ride into town with some people towing our trailer with a truck, and then we had a day off and we switched buses while our bus got fixed, and we went up to Vermont and Maine.
Nice.
And we left the show last night around 2 a.m.
Was it a
and
dude?
By the time we got to New York, we had to switch buses, so I didn't really sleep much. So by the time we got actually into the city, I just fell asleep.
When you say sketchy, did he have like ropes and stuff and lime in his truck or something?
Well, they were supposed to pick us up in a truck to tow the trailer and some kind of an SUV, and they showed up with a truck and a little Chevy Cruze to try to transport 9 people, and the guy didn't have any teeth and was asking us if we knew about meth.
Yeah, that sounds like New England. Welcome to New England. Cold and a bunch of toothless rednecks.
You should have just went to the bathroom and punched holes in the walls and showed them sheetrock.
All right, so all right, go ahead.
Man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep you.
No problem. Go ahead.
You guys are out of Cali, right?
Yep, we're from Santa Cruz, California. For people that don't know, that's basically about an hour and 15 south of San Francisco.
What's it like being in New England with this cold weather, huh? Hating us
I'm
yet?
actually getting used to it because once we went through the Midwest and froze our extremities off and gone through the negative 15s and stuff, it hasn't been so bad the last few days. So.
I'm ready. I'm ready for spring. I'm tired of this winter already. So a little bit about your band. Give the listeners a little bit of history, like how long you guys been together.
Boy, I don't like to admit this, but we've been together for actually about 15 years, maybe a little longer. Even though our bio says 97, we didn't start till really about 2000, and we didn't hit the road really till about 2005. But we started in high school just kind of farting around, playing kind of backyard parties and stuff like that, and just kind of grew from there.
Ah, you guys are babies. Come on, 97.
That is still young. Come on.
You're old. You're getting old.
I'm 41.
My teeth are older than you.
I'm 33, so yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's still a baby. Jesus.
You don't even got hair on
still
your
young
thing.
when very dazed and confused when I get older and they say the same age because, you know, fans of ours coming to the shows are now still 16, 17, 18 years old, and I feel like a grandpa out there.
Oh, come on. Def Leppard's still on stage. Motley Crue's still on stage. You're a baby out there right now.
Who has inspired you throughout the years to write music? Like, who's your idol, or not idol, but inspiration to, like, I mean, who do you mirror yourself off of?
I think as a band, you know, we do have a lot of, like, reggae influences, like Steel Pulse is a big one for us, but we also have a lot of rock and roll and metal influences like Pantera, early Metallica, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, those kind of things. We love bands like The Police, and
Nice.
Peter Gabriel and all them, no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Peter Gabriel and all them, too, no?
Oh, sure. Actually, we love Genesis.
We were just
too,
talking about Phil
I love
Collins.
all kinds of music. I listen to a lot of classical. I even listen to country.
Okay, we'll
other
talk
guys
to you
are
tomorrow.
You
said
said
country,
country.
dude. What's up?
It's probably the one genre the radio station is like, no.
No, not even a little Brad Paisley once in a while.
No.
Like,
I don't care.
Not even
the chicks.
not even the Highwaymen, like old Johnny Cash or whatever.
No. No.
Dude,
None of that?
the hottest chicks in the world are country fans, and I don't give a shit. I'll turn gay before I go to a show or a concert with country in it. I don't care. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's the most popular genre in the world right now.
I
It's
know.
hip hop now, though. It's not
At
even
least the
country
country.
no more. But it's not even country no more. It's hip hop now.
Yeah, they've changed it so rock and hip hop now that it's not it's kind of all a crossover now.
Yeah, aren't they starting to do country hip-hop again? Isn't that something happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they're twerking. Fuck.
Yeah, have you seen that video yet? There is a country twerking video out there. It's actually pretty good.
I have not, but I'll have to check that out.
So let's get back to you guys. Enough country here.
I'm sorry I brought it up. Apparently,
No, it's fine.
Peach is grumpy today. we haven't fed him enough, I don't think. Tell us a little bit about your tour. Like, when did it start and when's it ending? I know right now you said you're in New York. When did you guys start your tour?
We started in California, January 23rd, and then making a giant loop around the country, and then we'll be back. Tour ends in San Diego on, I think, March 15th or 14th.
Nice, and you skipped Connecticut like everybody else does.
This time, we were there last year.
Oh, really?
We'll hopefully be back soon, because we played Hartford and actually had a really good show last time.
Oh, where'd you play? The Webster? I would assume.
Did I say Hartford? I meant New Haven, sorry. But yeah, we actually haven't
Toad's
played
Place.
Hartford in years.
Probably
we play
Toad's
Hartford
Place.
all the time.
Nice, yeah, probably the Toad's Place. And honestly, I almost remember the name now that I think about it.
Yeah, Toad's Place is where we played. Yeah, New Haven,
Yes.
right by Yale.
I think I almost remember the band coming on tour now. And,
Yeah, it's right
and
inside
reading
you.
Yeah. Now, how many albums you guys? You've said you've been around for, a couple of years. What do you have, like 3-4 albums out now?
This is our first album in 5 years, but this is actually, I believe, if you count our acoustic album, this is our 7th album.
Wow, a few more than I thought. I didn't research that good enough, I guess. But I did notice a gap. Are you working on a new one? There's a small gap in your albums released. You working on anything new?
Well, we just released one in a month ago, January 13th.
Did you?
Stand in the Sky, for those of you who haven't heard of it, want to go listen to it, stream it, download it, buy it, whatever. But we hadn't released one since 2010, I believe. And so we just released this one, but because we got our own studio now and we kind of our drummer's really good at Pro Tools now. He learned it. So we're going to be releasing music a lot faster just because it's cheaper and it's a lot easier. And we used to not be comfortable in the studio. Now we're getting really comfortable because we have our own space in Santa Cruz. Nice.
So out of all your tours, what's your most memorable place that you have played so far?
We've been lucky enough to be on tour with some bigger bands, so we've gotten to play Red Rocks a couple times. So if anyone gets a chance to go to see a show at Red Rocks outside Denver, Colorado, that's one of the most beautiful live music venues in the country.
Cool. Who was like the biggest name you toured with? Or at least you consider.
We've done tour or just bands we've played with at shows.
Either or. Who's the biggest, who was on stage with?
We've done some good-sized tours with bands like 311 and Slightly Stupid and Ziggy Marley, and we've done some shows with like Spearhead, Michael Franti. Did a tour recently with Dirty Heads. We're going to be doing a festival coming up in February with Kendrick Lamar, I think, is headlining that night.
Nice.
That's kind of about it. We've done a lot of festivals, so it's hard to say some of the bands we played with that are bigger than us that we can say, technically we played with them. We were in the same building at the same time. But those are kind of the ones that come to mind that we've done.
Now we'll throw another curveball at you. Who would you love to go on tour with if you had to choose?
Me.
Just keep him fed if you go on tour with him.
I'm trying to think of the worst country artist.
Nice.
Billy Ray Cyrus. How's that?
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney, right?
Kenny Chesney or Toby Keith or something like that. That'll piss you off. Let's see. Who would I love to go on tour with?
That's always a tough one.
This is a tough one. There's lots of bands out there. I like. Hey, here's a metal band from New England. I like Killswitch Engage, even though it would never work genre-wise. I'd love to go on tour with those guys.
Yeah, they're actually putting on a free show of all things on at the casino here in Connecticut.
Nice. Yeah, those guys are badass.
Totally free. It shocked the hell out of me when I saw that announced. And then didn't he just win the Price is Right? Wasn't that him?
I don't know. You said, I don't remember.
Yeah, that was him, right?
Yeah, I saw the video.
What's the diet like on tour? What do you guys eat? I mean, are you guys eating those army pouches, or what are you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, we're trying to be a little bit more health conscious nowadays, so our rider doesn't have as much, yoo-hoo and hard liquor and cheap beer on it. So we try to eat healthier, but sometimes you just don't have a choice. You have to. And I had to go to Subway last night, and I swore I wouldn't do that anymore because it was all I ate for a couple of years when we first started touring.
Last time I had Subway, it was terrible. It's not the same anymore. No offense to people that like it. Ugh. There was like no meat on it. There was like no cheese on it. It was like loaded with mayonnaise.
Yeah, they always slather those things with as much sauce and mayonnaise as they can.
And that's the problem. If any delis or anything are listening out there, when a person says don't put a lot of meat or don't put a lot of mayonnaise, don't do it. Don't say yeah. Well, we have to. No, you don't. I'm watching it. You don't have to do that. Just don't put a lot on.
You're angry today.
Yeah, because I don't like my shit sliding out the back. I fucking spend, especially now, if I eat an $8 sandwich, it slides out the fucking back. Yesterday, we got a Big Mac at 2 in the morning or 12:30. Motherfucker went sliding. I'm like, really? So it was like a waste.
See,
yeah.
See what we go through?
Well, whatever. So, when does this tour end? I mean, and are you guys going back into the studio or no?
They just released.
Are they going back in the studio after, though? I mean, when they get back off tour, they want to do another album, no?
Yeah, we'll probably we'll get home. We'll probably take a few weeks off so we don't kill each other, and then I mean we've been writing and stuff and doing some jams on stage during sound check. So we get home, we'll have some material. We actually had too much material from the last album, so we'll probably rewrite some of those songs and then write more material and then hopefully record maybe early next year or end of this year.
Have you tested the songs on stage at all to see what the audience reacts to them, or have you thought of trying that?
Well, because we've been playing the new material on stage, so we've been playing actually about 4 or 5 new songs a night. Plus, I mean, since we have been around for a long time, there's songs our fans kind of really want to hear, so we've kind of been playing stuff from 5 albums, which in a 90-minute set, you kind of really got to only play a couple from each album.
Right.
So nothing brand new that hasn't been released yet.
So you guys, when you go on stage, do you guys check 1, 2? I know a couple friends of mine that had bands when they were on stage, and in between songs, they would just do like a regular weird jam, just start to play guitars and just that goofy. Do you guys do that stuff too, or no?
Yeah, actually, what we've done is, we're on in-ear monitors now, so a lot of our songs are started by our drummer to a click, and then we go off of it. So we don't do any. I mean, as a guitar player, I do a lot of improvisation live, but what we did before we left is we worked out a lot of stuff, so our songs aren't like they are on record. Like, we've changed songs around a lot. We have songs that are kind of hybrids where it's a mix of the studio version and the acoustic version we released, and then there's all kinds of things where our set starts out with a jam before going into an older song, and they kind of flow in together.
I like when bands do that. I mean, I like hearing the song too, but I do appreciate when a band can mix it up a little bit because, I mean, in the end, if you wanted to hear the album, we could stay home and hear it. I mean, sure, it's great to see them live and hear it live, but I do like when bands put that extra heart into it and mix it up a little bit, add a little more, I don't know, oomph to the song, I guess you can say.
Yeah, I mean, it does get boring for us playing the same songs for years, so it's a little bit selfish for us to do that, but for the fans as well, it's good to mix it up too, because, that's why we don't bring any kind of Pro Tools stuff on tour, because if the bands did want to just hear the record, they could hear the record. They want to hear the band play it live, and that's...
I mean, no offense to Kiss. I mean, I could probably get shot now for saying this, but I won't pay $200 to see Kiss, because it's the same songs that I just saw for the past 10 years of going to see Kiss. They won't change their lineup. They do the same routine. He breathes the fire at the same time. He rides across the stage at the same time. Their stage rises up. Everything's the exact same stage presence over and over and over again for the past 10 years. So why bother to go see them?
Some people like it, but to me that would get boring. I feel the same way.
I don't even know how they do it. I would shoot myself in the head if I did that every night.
And we have a lot of independent bands that come on here, and everybody's like, "Oh, to support the scene." Obviously, you started out as a local band, and we try to tell these bands all the time is, if you're gonna have fans, that's fine, but I mean, they're not gonna come to see you at a bar every week. They're gonna want to take a break. Was that what happened with you guys when you were up and coming, or did you struggle a lot? Did you?
I mean, in some ways we probably still are struggling, but
the struggle is
for,
always out there, yeah.
But yeah, but we're definitely. I mean, I think what bands do oversaturate themselves with their hometown market and play the same bar, same group of bars every weekend, and people do get tired of it. So what you got to do is, if you want to get bigger bands to take you on tour, you got to be able to have a draw somewhere. And if it's your own hometown, that's great. But what we did is play. We play our hometown once or twice a month, maybe a little less, and then start going as far as we could drive in a weekend where we wouldn't have to work. So we drive as far down to LA, which is 6-7 hour driving back in one night just to do a show. And so we started playing Santa Cruz, San Francisco, San Jose, San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, LA, and then we eventually had crowds in all those places.
Right, we got shot down the other night. Well, Pete specifically, he used the word term local band. And
yeah.
we had 7 different musicians, actually, lead vocalists from 7 different bands in studio the other night. And when he used the word local bands, 2 of them got offended by it. But that's really the case. If you're playing the same bars over and over and over again every other week, you're like you said, you got to branch out. Otherwise, you're just a local band, and people are bored of you, and you're never going to make it.
And how dumb are them motherfuckers to make fun of a radio host? Please.
What were they offended by?
Because the word local.
It's demeaning to them. It's beneath them.
Right. I guess that it's considered that they're not local, but even though they're only playing Connecticut bars, and honestly, probably the same 6 bars over and over again.
Bitch, you live 3 towns over. You're local.
Like you said, if you're driving out to, like for us, it would be Pennsylvania or Massachusetts or New York or heading down to Jersey, and at least you're branching out. But if you're playing just Connecticut bars, no offense, I consider that local.
Yeah, because on our day sheets, whenever we have a band from the area open up, even if they're have been across the country before, they're on our day sheet as a local opener. So I hope we didn't piss off a lot of people.
They'll get over it.
That's the sad reality that you're the local opener. If someone put us on a show in Santa Cruz, they'd probably list it on the day sheet as the local opener.
Local opener.
I mean, we're heard globally, but we're local.
Right, we consider a local radio station that is still small and true to our roots. We're not totally national yet.
He needs to change his tampon because I don't think that's offensive. It's offensive for him to be offended, probably, because what's wrong with being in a local band?
Right. I agree.
Right.
We all start here. So my wife's been dying to ask a question here, but she's not on mic. She's part of the show usually, but she's sitting here. She wants to know if you guys still surf and skateboard and do all that fun partying that's mentioned in your bio.
And what do you look like in boxers?
I already saw them, not in boxers, but I did scope them out.
There's the mama.
If you saw Mama's rack, dude, you would be like, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm old enough to be his mother.
Doesn't matter. He
likes
cougars. He likes cougars.
Almost old enough.
He likes cougars, Mama.
Oh, stop. No, do you guys still have a good time?
My girlfriend's older than me, so yeah.
See?
Oh.
Do you still have a good time, surf, skate, and everything like you guys did?
It's all an act. We never did any of that stuff. We just sit around and drink wine and play. Ryan
Boone's Farm
is the biggest surfer. He surfs the most. I still surf. Some of the guys, like Adam, goes out and bodyboards. Jeff surfs every once in a while. We're not really much big skaters, but if we're out on tour and we got skateboards, we'll mess around and stuff like that. But,
you must hate this weather. Yeah. You can't do anything. Well, you could ski if you wanted to.
I was going to say you can go snowboarding if you want to brave the cold, but fuck that.
Yeah, our management and tour managers always tell us not to do it because we'll break our arms if we go snowboarding. That's just kind of what happens to bands when they go on tour and go snowboarding.
Always leave it to the tour manager to spoil the fun.
Wait a minute. He said he had a girlfriend?
Yes, he did.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What are you gonna? You have a girlfriend because you're on the air?
Our lead singer's still single, and he's going to stay that way forever.
All right, but you're saying you have a girlfriend because we're on the air, or are you saying that because you really?
Yeah,
care?
is she going to listen back to this? Is that why you're saying it?
She doesn't give a shit. She's not going to listen to this.
I
listen to him enough. I don't need to listen to him.
Yeah, she doesn't want to hear me talk.
Now, any of you have kids? Bring them on tour, or no?
That you know of.
This is no place for children. My just got married last November, and he just had a son.
Wow.
So yeah, he's doing it right. Our drummer just got engaged too. So.
How much
I told you we're getting old.
How much DNA have you guys left behind in all these states you've gone to?
Before the girlfriend.
Yeah. Hashtag prior.
Obviously, we're a podcast, so we can swear we have no.
Yeah, don't hold back.
We
have no FCC to hold us back.
I noticed that as the interviews progressed. There are a lot of motherfuckers that use DNA.
We have a lot of listeners, though.
Not as much as you'd think. This is not the 80s anymore. This is not the Def Leppard with the 200 chicks underneath the stage kind of stuff.
Right. No Gene Simmons, huh? With 200. How many was it?
2,000.
2,000 something. Polaroids.
Yeah. Now these bitches will be like, dude, I know you're in the band, but what's your credit score? Because I don't give a fuck about your rock band. I want to know what your credit score is because I ain't trying to put a rock star in my house.
Yep. Buy me the pink Lamborghini like what's her name has. What's her name there?
Who cares?
Minaj.
Well, I'll say this is that I've probably gotten laid more than I should have in life.
Nice.
Than I would have normally. I'll say that.
Any weird rashes?
Somebody from another band told me that I'm going to steal his line. If he said, he's like, be careful when you go into a tour bus because lots of guys, what they do is they buy brand new socks every day and throw them away. He said, one time a sock fell out of my bunk and it shattered.
Oh.
Hashtag nasty.
Hashtag TMI.
You're kidding. You put your...
disgusting.
Who are you kidding? There's probably shattered
It's
poofs
under the desk.
under the
my
desk
underwears
here.
are from my age from shitting my pants, not from jerking
This
off.
guy takes his lunch breaks in the studio.
Yeah.
We often wonder if he's watching porn.
I do. I do watch porn. I'm 44.
Hey, you can check his search history. I'm just talking to you guys. I can tell he watches porn.
You can't check my search history because it's on my phone. I ain't stupid.
We met him here today during the off hours. We came in, the lights are off, and we're like, I'm afraid to walk in.
Gotta give myself ambience. Shit.
Judging by how angry he got talking about Subway sandwiches, I'm pretty sure we interrupted his porn watching time right now.
Yeah. It wasn't that he didn't eat. We interrupted right before he came.
You know
or
what's
something.
messed up? He's bitching about Subway sandwiches as he sits here eating a stale roll.
It still tastes better than Subway. Fuck out of here.
So, back on track a little bit. Where can everybody find your music, your albums? Where can they buy them and download your music for, what can fans do?
Well, as you probably know, people don't buy music anymore.
Right.
Nope.
So I can skip saying go to iTunes or Amazon, but we are there. But
where can we get your ringtone?
All our albums are on Spotify and Pandora. You can also go to our websites, facebook.com/The Expendables, and you will find us, not the movie, because we do get a lot of people, usually from Asian countries that don't speak English, telling us how much like Stallone they love and stuff like that. But we're all there.
Nice.
And you can purchase or stream or download whatever you want to do. And all our albums are up on YouTube as well for streaming, as well as our music videos.
Is there any Expendables lingerie for sale?
Lingerie.
We did sell girls' underwear for a while.
Yeah.
Did you?
I told you.
They didn't like
Peter,
they thought the panties were kind of expensive, and I thought
I want to pop.
All right, well, hold on.
I
have a promo team that can. If you have any left over in a box, send them our way. That we'll send you pictures.
I want to put PPRN on the cotton part. I don't want it to be on the front.
Not you. We're not putting you in the panties. I mean chicks. I have a promo team of chicks. I don't know what he's talking about.
I want a photo of my picture on the cotton part, so I'm looking right up at their box every time.
Peter wants a pair of dirty ones. What are you talking about?
Because you know there's some nasty bitches out there.
I love your website, by the way. I love how when you press on your pictures, you pop up. It's just so cool.
What?
What?
That's
click on their pictures.
Her age just came out.
They pop up.
She's excited about how you
click
pop
on
up.
them. They pop up.
Oh,
If you rub his thigh enough, Mama, he'll pop up.
I see.
Our drummer's dad did that. He designed the website.
That's really
pretty cool.
Yeah, and what I did notice about it is different. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it, but it is different than your typical, here we are.
Where is that train trestle? Where is that? Like New Jersey or is that in California?
That was in California. That's one of the ones they used filming The Lost Boys. I don't know if you guys remember that movie.
Oh, yeah.
One of my faves.
Yeah.
I do remember the scene, too, actually.
Santa Carla. That was actually that movie was filmed in Santa Cruz. Yeah.
Are there really vampires?
Over by the beach boardwalk, by that carousel that they used in the movie. Yeah.
Are there really vampires down there?
I think so.
Yeah, that's where they just came from.
All right, so you're next. Is any more
I'd say
dates?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
They're in New York tonight, Jersey tomorrow, Maryland, back to Mass.
Yeah. Yeah, are we going to get screwed when we go to Massachusetts because of all that fucking snow?
Yes.
Dude, there's a lot of snow, man.
Boston had 75
Boston-
inches a couple days ago, and they've gotten more, so I don't even know
I don't
what
think
it's
there's
up to.
anything in the forecast, which I think you're lucky, but at least as far as I know. But yeah, if you were up here a couple of weeks ago, it sucked, and
Still does.
there's still places up there that you can't even like get through the side streets without like almost getting killed because the snowbanks are out in the road, and yeah, it's pretty bad up this way.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a Yahoo Live streaming performance in Boston, and there was too much, and that's not even until Sunday, and they said there's too much snow on the ground to get the buses and trucks in there, so they're just not going to do it. They're going to move it to New Jersey.
They're
Nice.
hiring people to help shovel out because one of our friends, Carl,
Yeah,
is
they're still hiring
shoveling,
people to
yeah.
go up
As a
there.
matter
yeah.
of fact, they're all jumping the fence now down in New Mexico.
New Mexico,
Yeah,
Peter.
'cause-
New
well,
Mexico?
New Mexico, Pete.
Yeah.
that's-
Really?
Well, that's the
They want-
easiest border to cross.
They want to keep people from Albuquerque to come from coming over.
Yeah.
Yes. He took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Like
Actually, they don't
fucking
even got to go
Looney
far. They
Tunes.
just got to go to fucking Seffner, Florida. They'll be fine. All of the strawberry pickers are out of work right now.
Gee, it's a shame we couldn't. It's a shame you didn't have like a day off in between Maryland and Boston. I'd say tell your bus guy to bring you here, and we'd interview you live.
And
in
I'd
the
even
studio.
cook real food for you. I'm a
She
good
would
cook.
do more than that.
I would do that. I would go there for that. But did you say pick strawberries in Florida? You couldn't have said oranges?
No, because no.
Right?
They have
Strawberries
the
is-
Mexicans, instead, but they have big strawberry fields down
They
there.
do?
Yeah, they have
yeah,
big
but
festivals.
that's anywhere. I mean, but
Dude, them strawberry
They're
fields
known
are
for
so
oranges.
big, and when it gets cold down in Florida, that they have to spray water, because sometimes it gets to be 35 at night. So the idiots spray water to keep them from freezing, and they spray so much water that they cause sinkholes at these strawberry patches. The strawberry patches are huge. You have to live in Florida
You
to
live
know.
there, I
Yeah,
don't know.
the strawberry patches are just as big as the orchards.
okay.
And you wouldn't believe it down there because all it is a big sandbox. It's like a big sandbox down there. The dirt
Did you
and the
learn
soil.
anything today, Raul?
Apparently.
And the Mexicans picked the strawberry.
I learned that I learned that Mexico has a fence and that there's strawberries in Florida.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. How do you pronounce your last name? Bianchi or Bianchi?
Or biatch.
Bianchi.
It is because I'm related to Bianchis. My grandmother
Yeah.
was a Bianchi.
Little known facts. Now here's some knowledge for you guys that in Italian CH is pronounced as a K.
Yeah, that's
See,
why
I would have said
asked
Bianchi
you.
all day.
And that black guy
But where
Kanye
did
fucks
the-
Beyonce.
Where'd the name Raul come from?
What?
Raul's not Italian.
From the strawberry pickers. My mom
Right.
was Mexican and my dad's Italian.
Half Italian, half Spanish, right?
Well, Mexican. You don't
Oh!
have to
Oh, you're Mexican. You have a
I'm a
visa?
halfer.
You have a visa?
No, my grandmother was a Bianchi, so we might
I
be
don't
related.
have a visa because I was born here, dickhead.
I got a visa. I got a Visa debit card.
Give it to him. Don't hold back.
Wait, not even a credit card, just a debit card?
Just a
Yeah,
debit card.
him,
No, we don't have
yes.
credit on this show.
He has EBT.
No.
Pete's on EBT.
I ain't got no credit.
Raul, maybe we're related somewhere because my grandmother was a Bianchi.
So then stop looking at him and calling him sexy if you might be related.
Stop.
Hey, wait a minute. He called me dickhead. I'm on delay. I'm going to edit that part out. I'm kidding.
Yeah, whatever makes me look worse, I'm sure you guys
No.
Yeah, we'll add inserts.
On a serious
No.
note, though, we are definitely heard by a lot of people, and we're on 7 different stations, but we don't edit shit out. We don't
No,
care if you
no,
make
no,
fun
no.
of us. We don't care.
We take it in turn.
Fuck yeah.
But
I don't care.
We will let you go, though, because we've kept you up here quite a bit, and I know you probably want to get back to sleep.
Take
Damn.
a nap.
30 minutes to
I'm
be
up
exact.
now. I'm like being on the road is tough. I'm actually gonna go find a gym. If New York should be easy, I'll find a gym or go for a run or something.
The last
Nice.
time I was inside of a gym, he was biting a pillow.
You're
Oh.
in New York. Watch your pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We've been robbed before. There's a story if you want one.
Oh, go ahead. Tell us.
Oh, this is our first time in New York City. This actually was one of the worst experiences of my life. We were here with So Stupid back in 2006, and I just gotten a brand new laptop and a bunch of clothes and DVDs, and we were here for 2 days, and it was back when that really bad storm hit New York. So after we played 2 nights at Irving Plaza with Slightly Stupid, after the first night, we came back because we can only afford a hotel for one night. So we brought all our stuff back, and we went and checked out New York and came back, and somebody had drilled a hole into the driver's side door of our van, popped the lock open, and pretty much robbed us blind. They took all my clothes, my laptop.
Jesus.
They didn't find a briefcase with all of our tour money, show money in it, which is great, but they pretty much took all of our bags. And so I didn't have anything. And I can't, we left, and we had to do the show. And that night, our tour manager ended up, let's just say, having sex with a girl in a very, very comfortable place in the van. And we ended up staying in another hotel, coming back the next morning. I had just been completely robbed, realized I'd left my wallet in this cab on the way back here, so now I have no wallet, no money, no clothes. Come back in, I'm like, you know what, I just want to get the fuck out of New York. I can't do this anymore. I just can't. I got to get out of here. And I'm just going to go in the back seat of the van and take a nap. And I woke up in New Jersey, and like, hey, what the hell's that smell? And I'm like, I don't know, somebody left a cup of noodle soup back there before the storm hit, and it's been rotting back there. I'm like, what is that? This smells like, did you step in dog shit in the snow out there? It kind of smells weird. Anyway, we keep going, and we're at the gas station. I'm like, can I smell something? They're like, hey, we'll help you find that cup. And so we turn on the lights and everything, and I lift up all the sleeping bags and blankets that were back there, and all of a sudden I look down, I'm like, oh, I found it. I'm like, wait a minute. And somebody turns on the lights in the van, and right as I'm smelling the cup, I'm like, oh my God, it's Duty! It's Duty! That girl that he was with in the back of the van took a shit in the cup of noodles cup, wiped her butt with the lid, stuck it against the seat, and left the cup there and covered it up with all the sleeping bags. And then when I went back there 2 days later, I slept in it. So all that horrible shit that I'd gone through that entire day, we got robbed, I lost all my stuff, I left my wallet. That worst experience, I never expected it to end up with sleeping in human shit from some girl. That was my first time in New York City, yeah. That was a great time of being here. And the worst part is I was outside shaking because I couldn't believe what I had just done. He's like, hey, Raul, I know you just had a really bad weekend. He's like, but look at your pants. And my pants from my belt loop down to my ankle were just kind of covered in it. And I lost it. I just flipped out.
Jeez.
And needless to say, we still have that band, but I don't go in the back seat anymore.
Ew.
And I've never eaten a cup of noodles since then.
I can imagine why.
It's been about 9 years. So even when they had that giant one in Times Square floating above on the big screen, it just still makes me sick to this day.
Nice.
You know, it's a fetish in Europe to get shit on, so
Ew.
you're already ahead of the game.
Oh, I know. We toured Germany. We bought some porn there. It's disgusting.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Do you know that bae
foreign porn is
means
ridiculous.
shit in Danish? So don't call your girl bae. Bae. Don't call your chicks bae because it means shit in Danish.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're learning
I'm
a lot
18,
today.
So I don't call my girl bae, but I have heard that before too.
Yeah, I don't use that bae thing either.
No.
If
I don't tweet that to my followers.
Hey, bae.
I'll find you on Twitter later. I'll tweet at you bae later.
And I want to find out if you're related to me.
Really? That sounds so wrong.
It does.
All right, but yeah, we thank you for calling in, and we glad we had you on. We like I said, we almost walked out the door.
Next year we'll do New Haven or Hartford or something, and we'll come up and we'll do the interview live.
Yeah, definitely. If you're in the area, we'd love to have you in studio.
I just tagged you on Facebook telling everybody you called me a dickhead.
Well, he tagged the page.
and I did, and then, just like you said, I'm not going to apologize.
Yes!
And you know what? To tell you the truth, he is sometimes.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Okay.
You listen to the shows back. If you ever listen to back on the shows when you get bored, just he deserves it.
You wouldn't say that to Howard.
Yeah, I would. I'd say it to anybody who's a dickhead.
All right, so this is Raul from The Expendables. Thank you. And don't hang up yet. But
Why don't he do call letters real quick?
all right, so everybody tune in. Go check them out. Their next show. This show is obviously going to air on. No, well, tonight they're not here.
Oh, they're not here. The next show they're
going
going to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, you want that?
February 22nd. February 24th in Atlanta, Georgia.
Air it.
Yes.
By the time we go on the air with this one, it'll be
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
24
Sunday,
show.
Monday. No. That's still Monday.
Is that right?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
They'll be in Jacksonville Beach,
So
Florida.
they'll be in Jackson Beach,
Yep.
Florida when you're listening to this interview.
Dude.
And then
Fucking
St.
warm
Petersburg, yes.
Dude, you're going to St. Pete. Let me tell you something.
Lake Buena Vista and Fort Gainesville.
Oh, you don't even have enough
You got
time.
some nice days ahead.
You don't have enough time. You should. I was going to tell you to go see a bar down there if you're going to go to St. Pete, but you don't have enough time.
House of Blues, Orlando. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Look
in
at that.
Disney. That's inside Disney. You're going to have a good time there, too. That's a good place.
Yeah, I love St. Pete, too. We go to Janice all the time. Love that.
Yeah,
venue.
Janice Landing Courtyard on the 26th. Nice. You got a rough couple weeks, though, ahead of you, nonstop.
Yeah, it happens. We're used to it.
All right, well, once again, thank you for calling in. And like I said, we are so happy we didn't walk out the door.
Hey, this is Raul from The Expendables, and you're listening to PPRN. P stands for Dickhead.